Hey viewers, it's TVB, and to continue on with Zombie Week, this video I'm going to talk about 10 things you should never do in a zombie apocalypse. There's a lot of stupid things you could be doing during a zombie apocalypse, but these might top the list. The first thing on our list is go to a mall or just a really big store in general. When the zombie apocalypse hits, I'm pretty sure most of you will think, oh, I'm just going to go to a big store where there's a lot of stuff like weapons or food or clothes or whatnot. Don't. Think about all the other people who are going to have the same idea that you will, and chances are there's going to be a big bloody carnage going on, and malls altogether should just be avoided for countless of reasons. I mean, what useful thing are you going to find in a mall? Clothes? I mean, there's no weapons, no, good food that's ready for preparation that you can find in a mall, and there's, so many ways to get in and out of a mall, and they're all made of glass windows, very hard to defend because there's so many entrances. Before civilization collapses, stock up as many supplies as possible, and when the zombies do hit, just live off the land. Second thing on our list, use a chainsaw. You're gonna need weapons during the zombie apocalypse, and lots of them, but some weapons are best off to be avoided. You see that guy running around killing zombies with a chainsaw? Yeah, don't be that guy. There's a lot of reasons why you shouldn't use chainsaws, like the fact that they make so much noise, which will alert zombies in your area to use them, and that some chainsaws run on gasoline, which you really should be using for your vehicles and fire starters and other things, not some stupid old chainsaw. And you're gonna get zombie gore all over you when you use it. And if you have a cut or an open wound, or if it gets in your mouth somehow, that's bad news. And also they get caught on clothes. And there's all sorts of reasons why you shouldn't use a chainsaw. Trust me, you're better off using other things. Third thing, fight zombies under the influence of drugs or alcohol. There's endless reasons why you shouldn't do drugs, kids, and they're definitely not going to be helping you during the zombie apocalypse. Last thing you need is you getting high or drunk and then jumping out the window to a horde of zombies thinking you're Superman, or mistaking a zombie for a pretty pony. Just say no. Number 4. If you're in a city during the zombie apocalypse, get out of there as soon as you can, because cities are so many there are so many people living in such a densely populated area. That's just gonna be a breeding ground for zombies. Don't get me wrong, cities probably have a lot of food and supplies that you might need to survive, but yeah, keep in mind there's a lot of walking space, and where you can walk, zombies can walk also. You're better off in a lower populated area like a rural area or the countryside. Number 5, drive a school bus. Now, I would highly suggest getting a vehicle during the zombie apocalypse because it'll save you a lot of energy and a lot of room, maybe even give you a portable hideout depending on the vehicle. But of all the vehicles you can pick, don't pick school buses. Yes, buses might be pretty useful if you have a really big group, but they're big, hard to steer, make a lot of noise, and are terrible at off-roading. You're better off with something else. Number 6. Wear inappropriate clothing. Yeah, sorry girls, bikinis during the zombie apocalypse, not a very good idea. But I'm not just talking about inappropriate clothing in that sense, I'm also talking about clothing that's inappropriate for your location during the zombie apocalypse. If you're in a place like Florida, for example, obviously shorts and a t-shirt would be appropriate for an environment like that because it's really hot, even during the winter. You're not gonna want to wear shorts and t-shirt if you're in a really cold environment like Ohio in the middle of winter or something like that. And if you are in a really cold environment, like say Alaska or the Arctic, which is unlikely, who would be in the Arctic during a zombie apocalypse, you're also going to want to wear something really warm, like winter clothing, and not shorts and a t-shirt, otherwise you'll freeze to death. And also, any sort of brightly colored clothing, or any sort of clothes that make a lot of noise or will weigh you down at all, like armor, like body armor or night armor, or riot gear, should be avoided. Number 7. Use a generator. Every first world country liver's worst nightmare will come to life during the zombie apocalypse. Electricity is not going to last that long with nobody there to take care of the power plants. I know what you're thinking, I'm just going to get myself a generator. Don't. Generators use gasoline, which is a material you should be using more for your vehicles than some silly old generator. And also, if you're gonna have electricity in your house, keep in mind, zombies might be attracted to light. So, if you're the only house that has a lot of lights, while all the others are just pitch black, you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Number 8. You really want to be using logic and common sense during the zombie apocalypse. Not only is it a necessity in life, apocalypse or not, come on guys, don't do really stupid things just because you aren't thinking straight. If there's a place that's filled with zombies, don't go there. And if weapon's not good to use, don't use it. and the food is spoiled, don't eat it. There's all sorts of reasons why you gotta keep on your common sense and your logic during the zombie apocalypse, and believe me, it's something you don't want to lose, and common sense is not that common, so please have it. Number 9. Survive alone. The chance of you surviving a zombie apocalypse all by yourself are 0. Believe me when I say that. You're going to want a group during the zombie apocalypse because either people are going to have your back when you're getting swarmed by zombies, and people who you can reason with, and people who won't make you feel lonely, and you won't feel as scared during the apocalypse. But pick your companions wisely, because you never know, someone might want to stab you in the back. Literally. And number 10. Don't use any weapons during the zombie apocalypse. Unless you're like John Cena or Jackie Chan, you might be able to take down a zombie or two with your bare hands. But an entire horde, yeah, no. It does not matter how strong you are. An entire horde of zombies is going to rip you to shreds unless you have some good weapons. Please, viewers, this is probably the dumbest thing you do. Do not take on zombies without any weapons. And weapons are probably the most important thing to have during a zombie apocalypse. Please, stock up on them now before there's a huge argument over who gets what. And trust me, don't brawl zombie, you will lose. Well, if you guys feel like I missed anything, let me know in the comments. And yes, Zombie Week is still going on. And don't forget to click that like button if you found this video useful and entertaining. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you survive the zombie apocalypse.